thanks for joining me today. I have made a beach journal. I think it's a flip-flop journal, but it could be a folio or a lap book. I'm not sure. You guys can put in the comments what you think it is. During this whole process of creating it, I've asked, so you might have already told me in a past video, but I'm making this video before I can read those comments. But in my current moment, in my present time, I still don't know which kind of journal it is. But what I do know is it was fun, and I absolutely love the way it turned out. It has already sold, so it is not available in my Etsy shop. Anyway, it was a lot of fun. It was loads of fun. So today I'm going to do the flip through of that journal, and I want to make sure I mention a couple of things. So a few years back for my 2K giveaway, I had asked for themes that you guys would like to see me make, and I received so many. And one of the themes was mermaid theme, and I did make a mermaid journal, and I got that one off the list. I thought I had made the beach journal because that was another one of the themes, but I hadn't. And I think I thought like I combined them because I was trying to do that with some of them because there were so many. But then I found this journal not completed in my pile of unfinished projects. So I wanted to make sure I give a shout out to the ladies that sent me goodies for a beach themed journal. And I'm going to mention the ones that sent me goodies for a mermaid themed journal because I know I used some of those leftover items in the beach one. So here we go. Tanya of Side Gig Crafts, Coalita's Creations, Recrafted by Carol, Rosie's Creative Wings, Jacqueline Haley, Hand of the Queen, Penny's Creations, and Rebecca Creates. So thank you all for contributing to this journal. I hope you enjoy the flip through. Hello, my friends. This flip-flop lap book, I'm not really sure what it is. You guys can tell me. Anyway, it's done, and I'm so super excited about it. I love the way that it came out. I had started a couple years ago, and somehow it ended up on the back burner. I don't really know how that happened, but it did. And here we are with the finished project, and I'm super excited to share it with you. As you can see here, there's a tassel, and it's these were two separate pieces, but I put them together because I just thought that looked so cute. You can see that the tassel is attached with a ring, and this ring does open up so it can be removed if you want to remove it. You can see here that I added a grommet so that you can hang the tassel there, or you could put something else there if you wanted to. The trim that I used wraps around the journal several times, as you can see. So when we first open the journal, you'll notice that there's a small pocket that flips open. And I put some journaling tags inside of that pocket. And then on the pocket on the right, I have added 3 tags. One is a large tag, and this was given to me by my friend Crystal of Vividly on Paper. It's a shaker tag, and it's so very pretty. And then there's a small tag with some trim on it, and then the mermaid tail. Friends, I realized as I was beginning to show this to you that I hadn't put any embellishments on these 2 pockets. So I added this. This is fabric. It says Laugh. And then I added this little guy here. So here we go. This is the part of the journal that has the pages in it. And then we have this part that flips, but I have to take this clip off. But let's go through the pages first. So we've got a pocket here with a tag and a bookmark. Isn't that pretty? I wanted to tell you that you're going to see a lot of jelly print. I did the jelly print on a live, but also it's on vintage envelopes. So the texture of these pages is nice and thick, and I really like that. So I just had a tag stuffed in there. Put a little gem here. Now this right here is a jelly plate print that my friend Carol at Recrafted by Carol did. I did some stenciling throughout, so you'll notice some stenciling and some stamping. Here we have a little pocket with some cards in it. And this is another one of my jelly printed pages. And you can see this is a window envelope, so you can see the scrapbook paper through the window. And that is a mermaid, like mermaid scale paper. Here we have a little flip up, and you can see there's some stamping in there just to make it so that the paper wasn't just plain white. Got some blue striped writing paper here, and then we have a vintage map here, and I added some scrapbook paper that I went ahead and did some stenciling inside. Oh, so when my glue dries, sometimes I put little pieces of paper inside just to make sure the pages don't stick together, so that's what that was. But on the other side of the map, I just did a little decoration on it. And then we have another stenciled piece here. This paper for writing is glued on top of another vintage envelope. And you can see it here. And I did jelly plate that. This is a vintage Holiday Inn receipt. It is from 1995. You could definitely write on here, but actually this is light enough. I think you could write inside as well. More stenciling. This is a nice, firm, thick index card. Here we have a cute little tag. This was given to me by one of the ladies that I had mentioned earlier, and this is one of the envelopes that I jelly plated. This is an index card that I created on one of my lives with Jennifer of Scrapbooks and Memories. It says Life is a Beach. See, this was given to me by my friend Carol, ever crafted by Carol. You can see I jelly plated this envelope, and you can see through the windows there's a map. This is the center signature, and you can see I stenciled and stamped, and then I put some beads on the wax threads. This is a vintage bank statement, plenty of room for writing here, and on the other side I just added this. Tag and a card. You can see that this was one of the envelopes that I jelly plated. See the envelope there? You can tell that's what it was. Here's one of the tags that was given to me, and I just added a starfish and a pair of sunglasses. Oh, and 2 stickers. Stenciling and stamp. See through the window. You'll see throughout, there's a couple of the wooden pieces that I had painted a while back, so I put several of them in the journal. On this map page I added just a little die cut there. You can see I did a lot of paper clipping of the tags, and that's so that they can be removed so that you can write on the paper, and also so that the paper will lie flat. If the tag's removed, it's easier to write on. This is the other half of my friend Carol at Crafted by Carol's jelly plate piece that she made. Here's another one of the wooden pieces. And here is a tag and a small tag. And I've got them popped in here, and I might need to, I noticed they were moving around a little bit, probably because this is so thick. So what I might need to do is add a paper clip just to hold these in place. Maybe I can add one right here to the bottom. I think I'll do that. I'll be right back. All right, I got that paper clipped down there. It could be put up here, and these could be, you know what, maybe we'll do that, because I just realized that we've got this fabric here, and that should probably stick out the top so it doesn't make this any bulkier than it already is. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to flip this over to make sure I'm not hitting anything important. No, I'm not. I tucked this piece of paper in there by accident, but yeah, we are good. Okay. All right. Now we are to the flippy floppy part. So I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to share this tag with you. This was given to me also, and it's amazing because this is fantastic. And then you flip it over, and look, it's got this piece that moves. How cool is that? And then there's a pocket, and so there's some beautifully coffee dyed index cards inside the pocket. So that is a lovely, lovely tag. I'm going to move this to the side. I didn't embellish this because I don't want to make it any bulkier, because the tag's going to go back on there. So we flip this open, and we have a tag here. So cute. This was also sent to me. So much of this was sent to me, you guys. All these little tags with all this cuteness like this, all of those were sent to me as well. Now we're going to open the pockets. And these are index cards that I made on my live with Jennifer of Scrapbooks and Memories. This one is as well. But this was sent to me in the package of goodies from my 2K giveaway, and it says RCW. If that's you, let me know. And thank you. I had gotten all my stuff together to make this so long ago, and I separated everything. Usually I keep things together with names on it, who sent it to me. But I was working on this, so at that time I had it in my mind, but then when something happened and it got set aside, then I forgot. And I don't usually set things aside like that, but I did in this case. So here's another one of the index cards that I made. And then this was a beautiful tag sent to me by our friend Crystal of Vividly on Paper. So there we go. I'm wrapping this back up. I'm putting this here. Now this is going to be available in my Etsy shop. You can, if this is too bulky for you, that's fine. You can go ahead and remove certain things to make it lie much flatter. She is full and lovely, but you can remove as much as you want to make it sit flatter. That is perfectly fine. I'm just going to wrap this around here. I'm wrapping it twice in both directions. Now I tend to make my bows upside down like this, because then they come out right. If I do them the opposite direction, my bows always end up upside down. It's very strange. So Anyway, there she is, guys. Thank you so much for coming along, checking out this fun flip-flop journal. I guess that's more of what it is than a lap book, I was thinking, is what I was thinking about starting with. But I don't think it really turned out as a lap book. So I hope you like it. It'll be available in my Etsy shop. Thanks for watching. See you soon.